sky. Well, you cry out and you don't know why. Come on now, let your feet fly. Come on now, let's go for a ride. Come on now, let your feet fly. Oh, let it fly. Come on, come on.
All right. It's Izzy Dakota Jones here with Ash Wednesday.
Everybody. And
Zaf.
Hey everyone, out there in internet land.
Internet land, TV land, internet land. We're live on the red couch.
Return engagement.
It is a return engagement.
Thank you for having me back.
No problem. It was fun last time.
Yeah, it was fun last time. It's a pleasure.
So, let's talk music.
Okay,
First.
First, what are you up to music-wise?
okay, well, we played at, sorry, what we did or where we're going? We got 2 gigs lined up. We are at the Brighton on December the 19th.
Oh, just down here?
Yeah, and January 31st, because we played a show at the Brighton in July, and that was a lot of fun. It's a really cool venue.
Yeah, it's easy going and lots of fun.
Yeah, the staff
you're
there
there-
are awesome.
you're there-
Staff are dope, and sometimes it gets crazy, which is so fun.
Yeah, it gets
Yeah.
crazy.
Never
December what?
December the 19th, which is a Friday night, and
So we'll have to see if we're not gigging. I think I might be gigging that night. Shit.
Pretty sure.
where are you guys
won.
playing?
I don't know. I have to double check. But I mean, the thing is yeah. And if I can't make it, Ash will come down and gorilla you guys to do a
For
gorilla
sure.
interview. We'll
For
have
sure.
to do that.
Yeah.
And where else after the break?
We're playing there again on January 31st.
Right on.
Yeah, so I
You're
mean,
doing Halloween. I mean New Year's Eve.
no, January 31st.
Oh, the next day.
January's New Year's Eve.
That's right.
It's going into February.
Yeah, you're going into that's right. You would be
More like a
20
pre-Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Yeah, free Valentine's Day without the expensive drink prices and food prices and overpriced roses and love and misspent expectations.
Exactly.
Speaking of love, Bonnie's back. Hooray! Okay.
Okay, now we're back. Bonnie, did she bring the beef?
Yeah.
Who's Bonnie?
Bonnie.
Bonnie is my woman.
Yeah.
Oh, she's back in your life.
No,
No,
she's
she's back
in
from
town.
Montreal.
She went to
Oh,
Montreal.
okay.
So I wanted her to bring some corned beef, like Montreal corned beef.
Like from Schwartz's?
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Bonnie, here's the beef.
Where's the beef? Où est le bœuf?
I like it. It's great
Où
stuff.
est le boeuf?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the beef. Yeah. They have that mustard on it.
Oh my God,
I
that's so
know.
good, dude.
Those things are great. That's great. That's a heart attack waiting to happen, right?
I'm all for it. That's a good way to go.
It is a good way to go. So besides, we got sidelined there for a second. So
With Montreal beef.
Montreal beef. What else? So you're doing those gigs. Are you guys recording or playing? Gonna be doing? Are you writing and playing any more new songs?
Actually, we've got a bunch new written. Our bassist right now is in Greece, but he'll be back in a couple of weeks. And
Right on.
so our drummer was back in France, but now he's back. So when
Everybody gets back together.
yeah, I want us to go into charts because we've got some new material which we were doing at the last few shows, and one of them we debuted a few ones. Was at Tyrant Studios
Oh yes.
in June, so I mean, got to play on the same stage as Tony Bennett and I think Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh wow.
And it's such a cool venue,
Where is that venue actually?
above the legendary Penthouse.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's right. Harvey was telling me that. So they got more than just because there for a while it was all jazz, right? And have they changed that up now? They're putting different kinds of bands in.
Yeah, I mean, we played a show with the Vicious Cycles.
Right.
Oh.
So did they headline that show? We went on first. That was just such a cool venue. So yeah, they are open now to different kinds of bands.
Right.
So I mean, they have their weekend jazz nights, but you know, if they're open to having some eclectic musical bills
Yeah.
on there, and the sound guy who works there, Trevor, is incredible sound guy.
Right on,
He
right on.
He helped us get set up well, and it was great to hear ourselves as opposed to
Not hearing ourselves, yeah.
yeah, where you have to be your own sound guy.
Yeah, which is difficult at times. Yeah, it can be. What was I gonna say? Yeah, what funny you say that. Talk about the penthouse. So, my family knows the Fel Ponies really well.
Really?
Yeah, because my family opened up bars like in the early '30s, and when the Fel Ponies were around. So I got pictures of the Fel Ponies with my grandparents and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So, but here's a funny thing. Ash and I interviewed Gary Taylor.
Woof.
a
Did
while
we?
back,
Really?
And Gary Taylor was talking to us. He used to have a dancers, right? But the dancers danced to jazz,
Yeah, to
Right.
live jazz.
live jazz. Like a band would be playing, and the girls would be dancing to the live jazz. And I thought, and the place was packed. I says, "That's great. You not only got great jazz playing, you got like all these girls dancing to the jazz,
Well-
up on stage. So it's not canned music, folks. It's like burlesque sort of stuff, right? You know?
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
What kind of takes jazz back to its roots, because then it started out in bordellos in New Orleans.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And you know, kind of the street music.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, you go in there and you see pictures on the wall of Joey Filipponi with Ella Fitzgerald and
Yeah.
Louis Armstrong.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, and it's just in this city where we don't really have much heritage of anything, even though we do have rich cultural
We do. We just
history.
We have history. Yeah.
But we knock it down to put up, or
Oh,
not us, but
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah. There's a lot of that happens here. Like in the States, they don't do that, right? In the States, they keep everything,
That's even, Bonnie was just in Montreal, man.
and they keep everything the
Oh,
same.
it looks awesome over there. They've
Yeah,
got
it's
all these
older,
old places, big
yeah.
brick places,
Yeah,
la, la, la,
yeah.
no.
And like I said, when I'm down in the States, it's like that too. It's very rare down there that they tear. Like Seattle is a perfect city for where they don't tear stuff down. They'll take an old building, they'll remodel it
yeah.
inside and make it all look nice, but they'll keep the structure the same and everything. Seattle's very much like that.
Yeah, that is, and it preserves the history, and that's what I find refreshing about Tyrant and the Penthouse, because it's still this part of history of the city, and I mean, it's just, you go in there and you can feel
You can feel the history, yeah.
the history, yeah, exactly, and all this great music being played
Upstairs.
yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's very cool. So you're going, and so you're going to go back in the studio soon. You thinking, you guys, or
Oh,
we've
yeah.
got to get the songs together, I guess, right?
Yeah, we gotta get the songs together, but we've got about 6 songs.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I want to get a few more ready, and I mean, we're working on arranging them, but these guys are pretty tight rhythm section, and yeah, I want to do some live streaming of them and as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. That's always good.
Yeah,
Something to do.
and it's also good trying them out in some places, like some bars like the Brain too, to see what kind of energy things happen. I mean, of course, the studio, as you know, is a very different vibe because
It's a little more clinical.
yes, very clinical,
Yeah.
and you have to be very focused. And whereas live, it's okay if you make mistakes because it's the energy going. And I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes with some bands, they're recording. I can think of a couple of bands off the top of my head where their studio recordings are kind of, well, they lack the power that their live performances
Right, yeah,
have,
right.
and so I mean that's a bit of a challenge too if you have a really good.
That's like tons of bands though. That's like I love the Ramones. Obviously, I love everybody. I think loves the Ramones, and so any of those records, fucking back to front. But then you go see them live, it's just whoa. That's a way different game. Like
So you saw them live?
the Ramones,
Yeah.
a lot, yeah, probably 10 times.
Well, so they were faster.
Faster, more powerful, bigger sound. It was wicked, man. It was way bigger.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, well, I believe that. I mean, a couple bands that come to my mind are Cheap Trick and the Smithereens, because I picked up a Smithereens album recently. I love their stuff, but listening to it, it's good. But then I've been watching live footage, and it has so much more energy. And then Cheap Trick, I have a bunch of their albums, but I have this double album of Live at the Whiskey in LA in 1977 when they're about to go in to record In Color. So they've got the songs from the first album, which Jack Douglas produced, which I thought sounds great, but they also are playing the songs off In Color, which the studio album is just really bland, whereas live, it's just, they're ferocious. They have this power and
energy. Yeah, that counts for a lot, right? If you can bring that across, that really helps, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
It's harder on the album. You can do it on a record, but it's harder, right?
Well, yeah, and I mean also what kind of producer you have, and I mean if you have a producer that's going with the flavor of the moment. I mean, I know we're in 2025, so there's no flavor of the moment right now.
No, there's not. Well, maybe what's her name? That one girl.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah. You know, she's probably the flavor of the month for a lot of people. Not me, but
Flavor
no
of the
offense,
decade.
Taylor. Like, you know.
Yeah, Taylor, are you gonna come on the show or what?
Yeah, fuck. You know, your boyfriend's podcast sucks.
Yeah.
No, kidding.
Don't marry him, marry Joe.
No, don't marry me. It's okay. Actually, yeah,
But-
sure, marry me.
But come on the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be decent of her.
bring them both on.
Yeah.
Our boyfriend can come on too. We don't care.
We'll talk about football.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, you like football, eh?
Do you guys know much about football?
Joe knows.
I know a lot. I watch a lot of football.
Okay.
You?
So no, not really.
I do. I watch a lot of football.
Canadian football?
Both.
Oh.
I
Which do you
both.
prefer?
Which I prefer? I like both games. They're different, right? People may not think so, but they're different. CFL football is on a big field, bigger than the NFL.
Yeah.
So the players have to adapt, and they only got 3 downs,
Yeah, right.
and where the Americans have 4
Right.
on a smaller field. So it takes a lot more skill in the CFL. Believe it or not, it takes a lot more skill to be able to go down a huge field in 3 plays.
Yeah.
You know, every time. Like you got to get 3 plays every time. Get 10 yards to get down every time you get down to score, and that takes a lot. Like you'd be surprised. It's not what people think it is. It's you know, where the NFL is more finesse. It's more like a guy jumps 50 feet in the air and he catches a ball and he runs 5 yards, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
CFL, yes, they run and they catch, throw a lot of long bombs and they catch because it's a big field. So they need to do something to get that down there before the clock runs out. But yeah, it's different. Both games are different, so they're fun to watch because both of them are different. One's more finesse, the NFL's faster.
Right.
The CFL's slower because it's a bigger field.
Right.
So the guys have to move. The game moves a little slower, right?
Yeah.
But the thing with the CFL, before we go way back to music, the only thing with the CFL is that what is good about it, it's how can I put it? It's the last quarter is always the last, like they say, it's true. The last 5 minutes in the game, any fucking thing could happen.
Yeah, right.
Like somebody could be leading by like 2 touchdowns, 14 points, and the other team all of a sudden scores one, and then comes back within 3 minutes and wins the game.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's bizarre. It's like, wow, how does this, NFL, it doesn't happen like that all the time, right? It's a lot more tighter. The teams are a lot more tighter, where the CFL all of a sudden, this team starts blowing the doors in the last 3 minutes. So it's, it just woke up or something? What happened?
Yeah.
You know? Go back to music.
Back to music.
Back to music.
And then to books.
Yeah, on the books. I'm interested to see what he's gonna write next. Yeah,
Life on a podcast.
life on the podcast. Life in a podcast.
Trapped in a podcast.
Trapped in a podcast. Where you cover current affairs and you have the highest viewings, but you have no life outside because you only exist in a podcast. There you go. New science fiction.
New science fiction one right there. So, talking about music though, where do you think music is going?
That's
Where do you think it's going? Because I mean, you probably, like a lot of us, we listen to all the older stuff, right? I mean, I think the last concert Ash and I both went to, we went to see, this summer we went to the P&E and we saw Leonard Skinner.
right.
And that's old,
Yes.
but the fucking band was smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
I mean, they were smoking hot.
How many original members did they have?
Nobody left except for the brother, which he was, after the plane crash, he joined the band.
Right. Okay.
So he's also the lead singer of 38 Special. He put 38 Special together.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Van Zandt, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's great. But
Gary Van Zandt.
yeah. But he's great because he knows what he's doing, and the guys that are playing with him have been playing since the plane crash.
Right.
So it's not like they're original. It's just like the original guys are all died.
Playing those tunes for 40, 50 years.
At least 30, 40 years.
They got it down.
Oh yeah, they got it down. The show is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, when you listen to the tunes, you go like one hit after another. You're like, oh, and it's not just that they're hit songs. It's just that the songs are well crafted, and they have all these great guitar solos and keyboard solos, and it's just like when you listen to the band, it's just so well performed, right? I guess the word would be performed. It's really well done. Like you just, and they make it like it's one big party, right? They go, hey, we're from the South, we like to have a good time, right? And so they come out with beer in their hands, and they're like, ee-haw, and people start like going, wow, people in BC, I don't know about you, Ash, but at that show, I thought everybody was pretty conservative, acting pretty mellow compared to the band. The band was like, come on, you guys. Man, we're here to have a good time. What's the hell wrong with you? It's Sunday night. Wake up,
We're giving her too.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a bit of a different culture because we'll get back to your question about music in a moment, but I just want to answer your question or give you another part.
Yeah.
I went to Nashville and Memphis once, and I remember I went out to a bar in Memphis to hear some live music, and they had it. Actually, I went out practically every night to listen to live music, but they had one night this incredible band that was doing this version of Superstition, and everybody in the club was getting up and dancing or moving in their chairs. They were in full party mode, and I think that's part of the culture down there. And you get a sense of why all this
music came from, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, where's music going? Yeah, I mean, you see teenagers walking around with t-shirts that say Led Zeppelin 1977 tour or Nirvana, and they weren't alive when those bands were around.
My kid and all his friends and Bonnie's son and all of his friends, they all listen to old tunes. And they all play guitars, they're all, like, Jagger's into more punk rock and stuff like that, but he is also into Skinner and Zeppelin and Travis too. Like those guys are into like Dire Straits and like old stuff, man. But then also old stuff like Birthday Party and Einstürz and Newbotten and that kind of stuff too. You know what I mean? But they're not into Taylor Swift, and they're not into Sabrina Carpenter. Like they're not into that. But when we were kids, none of us were into whatever the pop thing was at the time either. I'll bet you.
Yeah, but
some, but maybe not too. Yeah, depends what era you're talking about.
Yeah, right.
I think in the '60s, like early '60s, when I was just a little kid and growing up, I listened to everything.
That was way it was all fresher then.
Yeah, it was brand new. Like what the rock and roll. Well, rock and roll wasn't brand new, but it was. It wasn't. It was like it wasn't like the '50s. It wasn't like Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis and people like that. The Beatles and the Stones weren't like that. But the Beatles and the Stones were still pop.
Yeah,
they were
the early pop, right?
Yeah, right.
And but it wasn't really pop, right? It was kind of rock and roll. Pop was more like
Or rock and roll was what was popular at the time, at least.
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, when I was a kid, growing up, I mean, like you know, I grew up when I went to elementary school over here at Hastings School here. You know, we'd be out in the play, like a play yard. You know, when you go out at recess, you know, you go out and play, and everybody's talking about, oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? There's a new TV show. The monkeys are coming out, right? And you go like, monkeys? What the hell is the monkeys? And then you watch it and you go like, oh, cool, you know. But everybody was watching it. Even the cool kids were watching it, right? Because it was, you know, it was a sitcom relating to the Beatles and the Stones and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
On a softer level.
on a softer level. But I think, you know, even up to the early '90s. Well, I mean, from what I wasn't alive in the '60s, but from what I've heard, radio stations were pretty eclectic. They play Frank Sinatra and then they play a Doors song.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
And-
Full albums too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
On-
when FM came in. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And FM was very cool. I gotta admit, you know, when it first came in, I was a kid. My dad actually introduced me to FM. Because my dad would, you know, go like, "Hey, got something new for you. You don't listen to A&M anymore, son. Listen to
Yeah,
this."
right.
And I went, "Oh, listen to the quality." And the DJs would come on and they'd talk for hours. They go, "Yeah, man." They'd be all like, you know, like really buzzed out, and stoned. They go, "We got a brand new album, man. It's by a band called The Band. Wow, really cool concept, you know. Wow, what songs do you like? Oh, I like this one, I like that one. Oh, where the guys from? Blah, 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 blah. And they go on and on. And like 30 minutes later, they decided to play the album. But they would play the whole damn album, like you said, the whole album, all in one take, right?
While being the first podcasters.
Yeah, kind of.
Exactly, they're sort of like the first podcasters. And the sound quality was very good compared to AM radio, like no comparison. Right?
Well, less compression and
Yeah.
broader bandwidth. But yeah, I think up until mid '90s though, I mean, even if you didn't really like pop music, it just seemed before the internet, I mean, people were pretty much tapped into the same
Stuff. They didn't
stuff, pop culture. I mean, it's just,
have, yeah, they didn't have a choice.
yeah, I mean, let's say you didn't like 95, Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Maybe you would have thought that was too pop, but at least you have known one of her songs because you've
Yes.
heard it lots of places.
You ought to know.
Yes, I ought to know. Going down in the theater. What, for popcorn?
Who has not ever experienced that?
For popcorn?
No. The other part.
The other buttery thing.
Yeah, the other buttery thing. I had a friend once who drove, off the topic here, I had a friend who once drove down the street in a car and that was happening to him. And he got into a car accident. He had to explain it to the cop.
That's not an easy one.
His girlfriend was kind of red in the face, kind of embarrassed. Sorry, folks. Sorry, girlfriends.
That's okay.
That's okay. God, it was an excitable moment.
It was worth the story.
It was, because when you brought that up, I went right away, okay, let's see, that reminds me of something like that. Yeah, I never forget that. That was interesting. So, oh, what happened? How did you get your car crashed? Oh, well,
I think that was different too, like you're saying about like that Alanis Morissette album or whatever.
Which
Or-
now I actually appreciate. Sorry, go on.
No, I think it's killer too. Tons of that stuff is so good. Like,
you
it's
know
so
what?
good.
She was really good. She was really
Or
good.
Duran. I think they're great now.
Oh,
I
Duran
do
Duran.
too.
I couldn't listen to them in high school. God forbid.
Yeah.
No, they're a really good band. They
They're
are
so
really
good.
Yeah, they're really good.
But I think that a lot of that stuff.
The
was,
power. I like them when they were Power Station too.
Yeah,
Me
that was
too.
cool.
With Robert
Palmer.
Palmer
And Tony Thompson.
and Tony Thompson. I thought that was really good.
When
Yeah.
things were like, when I was in like grade school or elementary school, Wednesday morning, all the kids would go and everybody would talk about Happy Days because we all watched it on Tuesday night.
Yes.
Everybody watched the same show.
Yeah.
Like, "Ah."
Yeah, it was one
And
and
that-
would talk.
Yeah, dude, and that's not really a thing now. Everybody
Well, because-
streams on their own
yeah.
time or whatever, you know.
Yeah, internet's changed all that.
Yeah, man.
It has. So I mean, you asked where's music going. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, we live in this strange bubble of a period where Taylor Swift sells more than the Beatles in terms of tickets, but a lot of young people don't listen to her.
Yeah.
and it's not the same cultural phenomenon.
Well, you know, gotta give Paul McCartney credit. When Taylor Swift was in London, England, and playing at the stadium, he was there. He went to the show and he was dancing on the floor at 80 years old. You know what? He didn't give a shit. He just he took his granddaughter or something, took her to the show, and they seen him on the floor. I saw him on the floor, and he's dancing like this, and he's rocking. You know, hey, you know, he didn't give a shit. He doesn't care. He's going like, fuck you. I'm going to enjoy this moment too. You know, power to the guy, right? You know?
Well, he wants to know what's going on musically.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have these. Yeah, you have young people who are into music that came out before they were born and decades before, but you know, but I mean, look at classical music. You have people who love classical music, and that was centuries
ago, yeah.
before. And so, I mean, there's some new acts which I really love, but I found them on the internet or on KEXP.
Okay. KEXP is a good station.
Yeah, because I actually find...
I get airplay on that station.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, that's why I like that station.
Yeah.
Plug to you guys.
That's your
Excuse me while I have my medicine, children. Papa needs his medicine.
Isn't that from something with Keith Moon and Ringo, and they talk about how they both need their medicine?
That's right. When they were living together. That must have been, I wish I was there.
Well,
That was one wild party. They all lived together.
With John Lennon and Harry Nilsson.
Harry Nilsson, John Lennon, Ringo Starr, Keith Moon, all lived in the same fucking building.
Too much, man.
Yeah, and then you'd see pictures of Paul McCartney, George Harrison coming over, and Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, all in the same house outside the pool. All of them together in LA. Like there's a picture, I got two pictures like in the magazine, and it showed the house. This is the house where all the big stars went. They all went they all visited that home. And there's one picture of them at a pool. I guess the pool outside, and they're all sitting around. They're all fucking drinking and partying. Keith Richards, Mick Jagger are with John Lennon and Paul, and they're talking. And George Harrison's hanging out with fucking Keith Moon. You know, they're getting gooned, right?
Taking a
Wait a minute, you imagine being at that party?
Yeah,
Holy crap, right?
Yeah.
Or like they said the time that John Lennon decided to go outside, and he went to Harry Nilsson, him and Keith Moon went to the Rainbow. They went to the Rainbow, and the lineups, the people started, like, they got a limo, and the place went erupted. People started coming from everywhere, out of the bars. They're at the Rainbow, and people just started piling in. You know, the Rainbow had to call the cops to get security just to keep everybody away. Right? Like that's pretty wild, right? They party pretty hard in that place.
Oh yeah.
It feels like right now, particularly with the political climate, that same as the 60s and that whole hippie movement, same as the 70s and the punk movement, it feels like right now is the time, like, people are gonna, then again, the 90s and hip-hop movement, and it feels like now, again, people are just gonna go, oh, enough, and just need a microphone to just scream fucking stop into, you know?
Well, they got lots. The internet seems to have a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I think the internet takes a lot of blame for stuff too, which I think people don't. You know, I don't mean to sound. You know, like don't mean to change topic here, but we're on the internet now. I think the internet gets a lot of blame. I thought about that today because one guy, you know, with all the stuff going on in the U.S., right? I'm not going to get into it, but with all that's going on, they're all pointing the fingers at the internet, blaming the internet and the kids for all the stuff that's going on.
Right.
And I'm going like, yeah, I used to do that when TV came out, before radio, and now you're doing it again. Like, so nothing's changed, you idiots. Like, quit blaming everything.
Video games, rock and roll.
I'd like to blame rock and roll again, though.
Yeah.
That'd be better. It's cooler.
Yeah. All right, start blaming rock and roll.
Yeah.
Say it's a bad influence.
Rock and roll and kombucha. That's a problem here. Oh, I can do a bowl of them.
My medicine.
My medicine.
Not gonna do Tony Montana medicine.
Was that song you playing today? Dr. Jimmy and Mr. Jimmy.
Oh yeah, Dr. Jimmy, yeah.
Dr. Jimmy.
The Who.
Oh right, from Tommy.
No, fun.
Oh, that's right. Who am I?
Close though.
Yeah, close.
Close. So let's talk books. Your last book did very well.
Thank you. How
I
not
love
to
it.
find work. Yeah, which who knows? Maybe with AI, more people might want to read, or
Or have AI read to them.
Pretty soon, yeah, I think so, eh?
But then are they gonna make an AI audience?
I watched
Just AI talking to AI talking to AI.
We watch-
then
we
we
watch-
can go do what we want.
yeah, no kidding. When we watched the concert with Leonard Skinner,
Oh yeah.
Freebird was AI. Guess who sang? Steve Van Zandt sang.
Yeah.
His
Really?
brother left, and they had synced with the band, and it was wow. It was pretty impressive.
It was pretty wild.
That was pretty wild to watch. So you got the original guy singing the song, playing with the band, and I'll tell you, his voice. No offense to, his brother's voice, which is good, but
Great.
Steve's his voice is really unique. It's really cool. And when I listened to it, I was like, wow, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Hard to watch though. Hard to watch somebody dead singing a song.
Well,
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
My mind hasn't kind of wrapped around that too much yet.
well, didn't Paul McCartney do that with?
Did that with John Lennon, yeah.
Yeah.
And the first time he did it, he started crying.
Yeah.
He started crying on stage. It was really hard to take.
Yeah, but I mean, in the '90s, that was done with "Unforgettable" by Natalie
yeah.
Cole.
That's right.
And Nat King Cole. And
Yeah, with
remember
their dad, yeah.
that came out.
It's not new. It's
Then
not
they
new.
sent Tupac's hologram out on tour.
Yeah, that bombed though.
they took a hologram of Tupac.
Yeah, and then they tried to do it with ABBA too, I think.
That bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now Kiss is saying they're
Yeah, Gene Simmons.
they'll bomb too.
It'll bomb.
Oh yeah.
Because nobody wants to see that.
No.
You can
Watch
go-
it on your telephone
Good.
before bed. Right?
That's
Something like
exactly what I was going to say.
that. Yeah.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? If you want to see the original thing, go. That's why, no offense, but no offense to guys that play cover music still to this day, and I don't know why you do. But like I don't understand how you think playing cover music is going to help you get any further ahead in life or entertain the people that are in the bar.
I like
Because-
your covers.
Huh?
I think you mean like if you're gonna go and say we're the Beatles and just do.
No,
a
I
Beatles
mean if
show.
you do, if you're a cover band, you play nothing but cover hits.
Oh, nothing but. Okay.
Well,
Okay, so
Because I
then,
liked it.
then, far as I'm concerned, I used to do it. So I'll be a hypocrite. When I was in the early days,
Yeah.
when there was no videos, when there was no shit, yeah, it was hip to do it because if they couldn't listen to the original band,
Yeah, right.
they had to have the record, right? They didn't have a lot except for watching maybe the Ed Sullivan Show or something to watch that live, right?
Right.
So that's why cover bands became big because they could reproduce that feeling live in a bar, right? Or in a dance hall. But nowadays, I don't, like the minute I saw it, when I was playing in bar bands, the minute I saw MTV, I'll tell you, I knew right then it was over.
Yeah.
Really.
I knew it. I said that. I said I never forget. I was in Campbell River at People's Cabaret. MTV just came on. They had a big screen just before the bands came on. And I said to the guys in the band, I said, "What we're doing is done." And they go, "What do you mean?" "This is over in another 2 or 3 more years." They said, "You think so?" I said, "This is gonna kill us." I says, "You can watch your favorite song and artist on TV 24 hours, 7 days a week. Are you kidding me?" That's before the internet.
Yeah.
And I knew that was the end. I just said, that's the end of venues like that. Because, and the only good thing about that was you could go and see the live artist, the original artist, on tour. And you would get that vibe from watching the TV show,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah.
It was a good concept.
Yeah. It was pretty revolutionary, but
A lot of artists hated it too back in those days. A lot of people refused to do videos.
well, and then you also had the criticism of some bands they thought only Pretty Faces could make it because it's.
Yeah. And the Beatles and the Stones first started that because they did it because at some points they couldn't tour all the time because they got too big, and the crowds got crazy, right? You know.
Right. Well, wasn't there also the Scopatone videos that they did in the late '50s? Because I saw one for Calendar Girl by Neil Sedaka.
Oh, Neil Sedaka.
And you can
Great
put them.
songwriter.
Great songwriter who wrote.
A lot of pop stuff, right?
And Love Will Keep Us Together. Yes. Captain and Tennille. Because
then you're looking at Carole King, another great songwriter. I love Carole King. I think she's brilliant.
She is that building songwriting, but
her and Neil were very good together. They worked together a lot.
Yeah.
And Neil Diamond, believe it or not, I don't like Neil Diamond. Like personally, no offense, Neil, I don't like your music, but I do respect your songwriting. You're really good at what you do.
And please come on the podcast.
Yes. So
we can tell you exactly how it works.
So we can dispute it.
Neil Sedaka.
But
Neil Diamond.
Come on with the. I think so.
Wow.
What's her name? Taylor. Come on with Taylor.
Come on with Taylor, Neil and Taylor. You can write a song together. There you go.
Write a song together.
On the show.
On the show.
We'll bring in a keyboard.
We will. We'll bring a guitar.
Yeah.
So what's your next book about? Well, he's going to get a beer.
Okay. I have an idea. It's from working in healthcare.
That could be interesting.
You say knowingly?
Oh my God! Don't get me started. I just got offered a job by the union actually.
Oh really?
I got an email asking me to go do something like that too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
You
do
know
it.
why? Because they're short. Because they don't have people right now. Like they're they don't have the educated people to they would have to spend, no offense, but they probably have to spend money to educate these people into what's going on, where like Ash and I are experienced, right? You know, in dealing with the employer and stuff. So they would love guys like us to come in so we could like train and bring people up the ladder. I have no problem doing that. It's just, I just don't want to do it no more. I don't want to be near healthcare, you know?
You just want to rock and roll.
Yeah.
And get people to hate rock and roll, because then it will be more.
I like that.
Relative
We gotta get a T-shirt that says "I hate rock and roll."
Yeah, it makes it more rock and roll.
Exactly, because I just want, before I get back to the book, I was just gonna say with Ozzy dying, I find it hilarious. I'm not saying his death was hilarious, but I find it's sad, but the circle of time, now he's venerated as this elder statesman and hero to people. In the 80s, he was public enemy number one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Parents hated him, and I'm sure Sharon Osbourne loved that because that increased record sales.
Sure, yeah. Although then when they did their show, that show, even my mom was in her 80s.
Yeah.
My mom loved him. She just fell in love with him. She goes, "I love this guy. He's crazy." She goes, "He's really crazy."
You'll be even crazier next year.
I felt, I just recently saw, not to get too sad but for a minute, but I saw the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2024 with him inducted.
Yeah.
Poor guy, he was really sick. I don't know how he stayed on that stage. He was struggling so much on that stage. I felt so bad. I thought, why are you guys doing this to him? Like, why? I understand giving him the award, but I don't understand how you can let a guy that's not feeling good sit and talk about healthcare. Why, caring about somebody, why would you let somebody stand there, sit on that stage in that chair, and he's in so much he was in huge discomfort on that stage. You could see it. He was like breathing hard. He was having a hard time. And I was going like, motherfuckers, like, you guys are making money off him before he fucking dies. Like, fuck off. Leave him alone.
Give him some dignity.
Yeah. I felt really bad. Really bad. I went, and I was watching over at Ken's. And my buddy Ken, who does all our stuff for us, edits everything. And Ken says, "Are you okay?" I says, "No, this is hard to watch." I said, "This is really hard. I know they're doing a tribute to him and, and honoring him and stuff, but it's really fucking hard to watch. The guy is not feeling good. You guys understand this? Like, what is wrong with you fucking people? Like ratings must have gone through the roof.
Yeah, probably.
You know?
Yeah, well, it's all about the ratings, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No.
I felt really bad. You know, I don't know about his family, how they felt, but like really, guys, like fuck, that's enough, right? You know,
Yeah.
the guy's not well. Don't fucking put him through all that.
No.
Alright, since we're all bumming out, the last one.
No more bumming out.
Okay.
No, one more little tribute that I'd like to make that we just lost was Graham Greene, fantastic Canadian actor.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And friend of the family and fucking funny motherfucker.
Yeah. And Robert Redford today.
Robert
That's
Redford
right.
too, yeah.
Yeah, he was 89 today. And he's brilliant too.
And
Like Green, he's brilliant. They're green. They're really brilliant people.
Yeah.
And speaking of the monkeys, was it no
Harambe.
Bobby Hart
Bobby Hart.
who died? He was one of the Tommy Boys he wrote songs with, and they wrote
Yeah.
Last Train to Clarksdale.
Clarksville together, yes.
Clarksdale's where Robert Johnson's from, sorry.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
Robert Johnson.
Okay, Clarksville, Last Train to Clarksville.
Where Robert Johnson came.
And the Monkeys theme song,
Yeah.
as well as I wonder what she's doing tonight, which they did as a duo act.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these talented people of a certain vintage are dying almost every day.
Wow. Yeah. So it's not going there no more.
Okay, so something upbeat. So my next book, it's about
Dying.
Death. Suffering.
Gloom. Doom and gloom.
winter without any light. 537 AD, the year that the sunlight went out. The worst year in humanity. And and the crazy music that came out of that year of funeral lamentations.
Lamentations.
Dirge after dirge after dirge.
Really upbeat music you can have all the family listen to.
Yes.
Forced to listen to.
Forced to listen to.
First to listen to.
You want to get through to that prime rib, you better. Talk to them now.
That's hilarious. That's good.
And we have some artisanal gruel of the same that they made that year.
Oh my God. So what's up? So what is coming out of that? What's the book going to be called? Because you did the job thing, like you said. Now, the hospital. Like healthcare? Are you talking? What?
Well, it's
You gotta be careful what you talk about.
I know.
Because
So,
they have guidelines, right?
I
You
know it's
they're really strict, right?
well, it's fiction.
They're gonna want to probably look at that. I'm serious about that.
Well, because my last book, the book that I wrote,
You still employed right now? By that? Sorry. Trust me, I worked for the union, so I know you better watch that kind of stuff.
Better be a big seller.
Well,
I had a friend write a book about a nurse. I know a nurse who wrote a book about them, and she got sued, but she retired, but she sued right back. Gotta be very careful. Yeah.
my manager, when I wrote my book, he printed out the poster and he allowed it to be put up in the staff room, but he said, are you going to be writing a book about me? So, no, I mean, it's going to be about,
Allegedly.
he didn't say that.
No.
You're not listening, are you now, Nick? But yeah, some stories I've heard from some patients.
Ooh.
Not, it will be changed quite a bit.
Okay.
And
Fictional names, right?
pardon?
Fictional names and
Completely
fictional
fictional
characters,
names
right?
and composite stories.
Yeah.
So it's
I
not.
have a big privacy thing.
Well, of course. I mean, it's one idea I have. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, because I went to Raswa, I had one of my cousins call me one time, he says, oh, so-and-so's in the hospital. Can you find out where they are? And I went,
Yeah.
I says, I don't work in healthcare anymore, but I'm not gonna even do that. And he goes, why? I says, I can't do that. You wanna do that? You phone the hospital and ask where he is. I'm not touching that. And he goes, what do you mean? I says, I don't work there no more, but I could probably still get fucking investigated by them because I might be in violation of somebody's
Start
private.
messing around
Of
in Paris or whatever.
Yeah.
You can't do that stuff, man.
No, you gotta be very careful. You gotta really watch your P's and Q's.
Even if you can get into Paris, you gotta be careful when you're in Paris.
And then I had a friend once who I had a friend once who, well, not friend, I had a couple friends, people that I worked with, they wanted to check on their own medical history. And they would go in and check on their own history, and guess what happened?
Yeah.
They got fired.
They got fired, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I couldn't do nothing about it.
you can't do that.
Yeah, I said, you can't be checking out your, what, it was my business, it's my, I said, you gotta ask permission. You should have went to Fraser Health and asked permission.
I guess
They
that-
would have gave it to you. I said, they would have gave it to you. I says, but you gotta ask permission first. Because they hold the records. They hold all
They
that.
own that data, right?
They own that data. They'll give it to you if
Right.
you do sign it off
Go
on all
through
the
the
stuff.
hoops
Well,
and
yeah, I'm
all
not
that.
gonna touch you, you know, I'm not gonna sue you or blah, blah, blah. All the legal, because they'll do all that. They're fine. I know that. They're fine with it. They have no problem, but you gotta do it properly. If you do it around them, they consider you're lying to them and you're playing games. Fuck,
Yeah.
you're done, you're out of here, and we don't talk to you no more, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, they're very, very strict.
So what else are you thinking of? To get away from
Since
that.
you just shut that one down, that's not gonna work. Move on, Zaf.
Okay,
You're going to jail.
jail.
That'd be a
internet.
good, that'd be a good gorilla interview, I'd see what she's
Yeah,
doing.
we'll come and see you at Surrey pretrial.
There's Joe and Ash. Hey, we're here
You
live.
can't film in here, get in the cage. Oh, we're all in jail.
We're all in jail.
Can we bring
Jail.
the couch?
And we can't even be like Trailer Park Boys in court where we can smoke and swear in the courtroom.
Oh my god, those guys are hilarious.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I just finished watching their
There's a
last
lady out
one
here
when
filming
he was
this
in the
filming
country band.
podcast.
Wait, Bubbles is in a country band?
Oh yeah, you know that?
Oh, that's a funny
Well, I know he played in this band that was signed to Sub Pop. They were from Nova Scotia.
Yeah, no, he plays a country rock, country star.
Oh,
He
really?
becomes one. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty funny.
What's it called?
I forget the name of it is, but it's really good. The movie's really good, and in the end, they play at Abbey Road and record a song.
Really?
And guess who's there?
Paul McCartney.
Ronnie Woods,
Ronnie.
Duff McKagan.
Duff McKagan on bass. Who else? Eric Burton.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
From the
so
Animals.
crazy.
Oh yeah, all these big stars.
It's
A
crazy.
lot of big stars, right? Not the Beatles, but Kramer, who recorded them all.
Eddie Kramer?
Eddie Kramer was there, and it was just tons of people. Like I mean, tons of people. And the funny part was when Randy walks up to Eric Burton. He goes, "Hey, Bert." No, he goes, "Hey, Burn man." He goes, "You're pretty old, eh?" Eric Burton doesn't do anything. He just like stone face, just looks up like this and looks away. Didn't give him the time of day.
And then they're like, do you know who this guy recorded? I don't know. Did he record Helix? I don't even care.
Helix and Trooper.
Helix and Trooper? I don't
Helix
even
and
care.
Trooper. He goes, "Did they record Helix and Trooper?" "No." "Okay.
I don't even.
I don't want to talk to you."
Fucks him up
Because
completely.
you know, what's his name says, he says, "Oh, you know who they are. You know who this guy is. He recorded Led Zeppelin. He recorded Janis Joplin. He recorded Jimi Hendrix. And he recorded the Beatles." And he goes, "Yeah, and I recorded the Rolling Stones too, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." And then he goes, "Well, did he record Helix and Trooper?" He goes, "No, it's he's nobody."
Yeah. Wait.
Well, they gave Helix a boost their career.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, a second wind into their career because I think they were doing some shows together.
Who was?
Trailer Park Boys and Helix.
Were they?
That's dope.
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong.
I used to play with the drummer and the bass player from Helix.
Yeah,
When they did a hiatus
yeah.
for a year, and I
This
don't know.
lady's been filming our pod. Not her, this lady with the hat. She's gone now.
So, anyways, I did
Maybe she's from healthcare.
maybe she's from healthcare. Yeah. Anyways, I did a stint with the bass player and thing. We formed a little cover band,
Yeah.
and
Hate that.
they were really good. Like they were really good players.
Well, yeah, they're
They-
professionals.
They like learned the songs literally like 30 songs in like 5 days. I'm not shitting here. 5 days.
Wow.
5 days, and I never forget the bass player Mark. He went to the store, secondhand store. We're in Campbell River. He got those pedals, those Taurus pedals, and he hooked up his bass and the Taurus pedals, and he played the Taurus pedals and the bass and I sang a Rush song and did it in like, I don't know, under 5 minutes.
Wow.
Really?
I'm not kidding you. He said, give me 5 minutes, guys. In the band, we were waiting to go over some new songs in the afternoon in the bar. And he goes, give me 5 minutes, guys. And I'm sitting there and watching, I'm thinking, oh, this will take 20, 25 minutes. I'm going to be fucking sitting here doing nothing, right?
21 minutes, 12 seconds.
He took not even 5 minutes, I'm serious. And he had it nailed that night. He's doing the song.
Yeah.
I was just like, holy fuck. Like, they were really good. The only problem we had was I tell this quick story, we'd play 30 minutes, you're supposed to play 50 minutes, we'd play 30 and we'd walk off, and the bar would go like, this is a really good band, like, what's wrong with you guys, why aren't you playing longer? So one night the drummer and the bass player just looked at the bar owner, and one of the bars were playing, and says, you know who the fuck we are? And he goes, last week, 2 weeks ago, you know where we were playing? Wembley Stadium, and we opened up for Kiss. You know that? And then fucking 2 weeks later, we're in New York, and we're playing in Yankee Stadium and opening up for Kiss. So you want to fucking tell me when I can go on the stage and when I don't go on the stage? You're lucky you have us in your bar. And I just went, oh shit. Next morning, the agent phones, Feldman phones and goes, Joe, I want to talk to you. What the fuck? I said, don't talk to me. What do you mean? I'm not the one that's fucking making decisions in this band. I'm the front man. That's all I do, sing and go home. I says, fuck. I says, talk to these guys. These guys are running the show. I'm not. And go over to them. Go, you talk to them. Because I says, hey, I want no part of this.
Yeah.
I says, they tell me to jump, I get paid at the end of the week, I'm fine.
Start a conversation with you know who I am. It's not gonna go well, right?
Yeah.
It's not a good.
No, but they didn't.
Look.
They were really good.
Sure.
They just didn't care. They were like, hey, you know, we're having fun.
Yeah.
If you're gonna spoil our fun, we only want to play for 30 and take a break for half an hour.
Half on, half off.
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
Sure.
Every place we played, Feldman was just going at the end. They called it the Blood Tour. This was called the Blood Tour. I can't remember where we went. We got complaints. Not about the band. They thought everybody said the band's fucking great.
Yeah.
They just said, holy shit, what's wrong with these guys? Attitude. I said, well, fuck, you know, a bunch of rock stars, right? You know?
Well, yeah.
You know?
I went 30 on and 30 off. At least it wasn't like Aerosmith in the late 80s where they would go on and then Steven Tyler was so high that after the first song that he'd say, good night, thank you very much. And then, because he thought that was the last song on the set.
Yeah,
his sense of time got off.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, I saw them when they were on that tour. One tour where they had AC/DC open up for them.
Yeah.
AC/DC were unreal. That's with Bon Scott. That's on
Really?
Yeah, it was really good. It was like, they were really, really good. High energy, just smoked Aerosmith. Aerosmith came out and it was nothing but problems on stage. Feedback, you know, they're stoned, they're falling down, they were just ripped out of their trees. And halfway through the show, you know, Tyler went to grab the mic at one point and it fed back, right? And from the monitor, you could hear, whoo, and he got really angry and goes into the mic afterwards, goes to the soundman, you're fucking fired. You're done at the end of the night. You got that, you motherfucker? Like that. I just went, whoa. It just brought the whole show like right down the tubes. And they were real, I mean, they were a great band, but it was just like, what a train wreck, right? You know? AC/DC were just like so professional. It was just like super tight. And what's his name? You know, the Coliseum, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Angus was fucking running out. That's when he had cordless.
Right.
He ran out all the way up to the blues. He had a follow spot, and he's playing for people in the blues, and just like rocking with them. Right? And I'm going like, who is this band? Right? You know, I didn't know who they were yet. Right? And I'm just starting to get to know who they were, and I'm going, these guys are really good. They're fun. Like
Michael Hutchins did that at the Coliseum too.
Yeah,
I did. He was running all around, and they were like, it was like 2 months before he died. They were huge. Girls were going bananas.
yeah, you're saying that, right?
Yeah, bananas.
Yeah, unreal.
So was that late 90s? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were a big band. They're a good band. I really like that.
Right, man.
That's another band, like you said, that like Grand. I didn't like them when I first heard them, But after a long time, I started to really like the band.
Yeah, they're really tight.
Yeah, well, lately I've been listening to them with different ears, and I liked them when they came out, but now I'm thinking, wow, this is really good songwriting, production,
Yeah.
and the vocals are great, and there's
He's kind of
nothing
like
clashing with each
he's like
other.
a modern day Mick Jagger. He had that charismatic feel about him and look, like between him and Jim Morrison. You know, like they draw that kind of magnetism out, right? You know,
Yeah.
they bring that rock, like you said, like rock star, like Ash said, like a rock star attitude, right? You know, it comes across, right, across the stage, right? That's like just like if you go see Morrison, like we're in the next podcast we're hopefully going to have the Unknown Soldiers, right? We do the Doors tribute,
Right.
and I'll tell you, you go to that show, and it's full of women, and Peter doesn't look like Jim Morrison. You know, he doesn't try to be Jim Morrison. He does a good job of singing the songs, but they don't try. That band doesn't try to be the Doors. They just play the
Right.
songs well. But the girls, like last time, Harvey and I went, fucking no offense, people, but the women were all up in front of the stage like in the '60s, and they're all screaming at him and dancing, and I'm just going like, wow, that's like that. You know, I wasn't looking at it like. I saw the original Doors when I was a kid twice, and first thing I thought was, Jim isn't dead.
Well,
You know what? At first, I was serious about that. I said, Jim isn't dead. And Harvey says, that's a good point. I says, he's not dead. He's in the fucking room. Like, his ghost is here because fucking these girls are like clamoring the stage like it's the Doors.
But they're,
And they don't dress like the Doors. They don't act like the Doors.
Right.
They come on like you and me and just play.
right, but he has that spirit, that energy of
Yeah.
Jim Morrison, and his vocal range similar.
Very similar, yeah.
Okay, but
Very good though. Very well done.
would those same women run to the front of the stage if someone sang like Geddy Lee?
No.
they'd run from the building.
But be filled with dudes though.
Well, I went and saw.
Yes.
I went and saw the Time Machine tour. They played all of
You're right.
Moving Pictures, and then they played some other ones like The Trees and a bunch of other.
The tree one.
The other. So
What's that song called?
By Tour and the Snow Dog.
What's the tree song called?
The Trees.
The Trees? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the Trees. I know one of my ex-girlfriends, she liked it. Rush. She loved it.
Yeah.
Bonnie likes Rush.
Yeah, she loved it. And she would go like, she'd go, oh, Joe, listen to this song. You think I'm crazy. And she played the tree one. I go, yeah, you're crazy. I said,
Me and my buddy went and saw Rush. Went to see Rush, and it was the Gooch. Rest in peace, the Gooch. Probably not peaceful. But anyway, we went and we played a game called Spot the Girl. We did it.
no girls.
We didn't see it.
No girls? No.
We didn't see it. It was just dudes. It would be like a bunch of us.
It's funny you say that.
Fucking nerding the fuck out. Yeah, by Tour and the Snow Dog.
When I saw them,
Ain't Rad lyrics.
I saw them at the Coliseum once. And I gotta admit, yeah, they were. That's my first time I saw them live, and they were pretty. Musicianship was
Oh,
insane.
they're incredible.
Oh, they are.
And in the crowd was in the front rows on the floor was Burton Cummings, Randy Bachman,
Really?
Neil Young in Vancouver, Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, Loverboy, Bryan Adams. They were all sitting in the same area,
Really?
and they were all like,
Yeah.
their jaws were dropped. They were just like, wow. Like I'm not shitting. They were all in this one group area on the main part of the floor, and I was going, look who's here, and they're all sitting there in that one area, and they're all like, I'm serious, they're all dropping. The jaws are just all dropped. I was going like, wow. Geddy blew me away because he's playing keyboards, he's playing bass, he's singing, he's fucking doing everything.
Yeah, he's singing while playing complicated bass lines, not
Yeah.
just root notes.
And he's playing the pedals too at the same time. He's doing this, doing that. I'm going like, this guy's a monster.
Yeah. Oh, they're incredible.
They were
musicians.
incredible musicians, right?
I went and saw Metallica on the Ride the Lightning tour at the concert hall in Toronto. It's not very big. The Masonic Temple in Toronto on Yonge Street. So we're there, and me and my brother, and we're watching fucking Metallica Ride the Lightning. I go like that to my brother and point to the back of the fucking venue, and there's Rush.
They were watching it.
Metallica.
Yeah. Yeah.
cool.
Probably they enjoyed it, yeah.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, they probably enjoyed that
Oh,
themselves. They're the type of guys that would enjoy something like that.
Yeah.
So back to the book.
Back to the book.
So we're not doing the hospital, what do we do?
Back to the front.
Well, there goes my plans. Maybe a life in a podcast.
That's good.
Stuck in
Life
a podcast where you influence the world, but you don't really exist.
Stuck in a.
That's gonna be interesting.
Healthcare
Yeah, I'd do
podcast.
the movie on that.
Yeah.
But it's a healthcare podcast, so you can't even talk about anything. You're just stuck.
You put everything in metaphors.
That's right. man.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then you have all this imagery, and yeah. So you,
But you being in healthcare, just for a second, like I did the same job you do, right?
yes.
You see a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Off the topic, can I ask you how you feel about all that? Just, I mean, not to put you on the spot, but
where's the alcohol?
I know,
Yeah.
yeah, seriously. I know I have PSD from it
Yeah.
because I know I'm damaged from it. Seriously, I'm not joking. I can't be around a lot of shit anymore
Me too.
because it's too much on me.
Well-
And how are you doing? Are you okay? I mean, you know, is it hard? It must be hard still.
Well, some things. I mean, I try to tune out. You know,
Yeah,
with
I
some
mean,
of the
tuning
things.
out's hard though, because eventually that will bubble up back to the surface, right?
Of course it is.
Just like Ash knows that too, right? Because
Yeah.
his experiences too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I
Because
don't.
we're front line, right?
Well, yeah, we were frontline during COVID too.
That was really bad.
That was bad, and you were put on the front line, and nobody knew what this was about.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So
I mean, I've seen some. I was pretty scared at the beginning. I was really scared because the doctors didn't know what was going on.
Oh, and it started here, man, and people are dying like fucking crazy.
Oh, I still remember. I can say it now. You know, I take maybe on a regular shift before COVID, or even after COVID, I take maybe 1 or 2 people to the morgue. I took at least 5 or 6 per shift.
Right. During COVID.
yeah.
At least double that almost, and that weighed on me heavily. I started drinking at that point. Talk about drinking. After work, I'd go home, I'd drink. And my doctor one time I did a blood test. Of course, you know, you couldn't go in, but I'd go and do a blood test and give it to her, and she'd go, "Oh, you're elevated. Your liver and your kidneys a little elevated, not much, just a little bit. What are you drinking?" And I said, "Yes." She goes, "Oh, why?" "Oh, fuck. Why, you stupid idiot."
Yeah.
You know, no offense, but like, do you think I'm coping? It's hard, right? You know, it's not easy, right?
No.
Because you would go to work, and the streets were dead. If you
Yeah.
remember, right?
Yeah.
You go to work. We'd have to go to work, the 3 of us,
Yeah.
but nobody else was at work,
No.
especially in the beginning, right?
Yeah. Nobody knew how long this would last.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, it's stressful. How do I cope? I'd say by playing music, that helps me cope.
Yeah, totally a lot. Yeah.
I mean, I find it very therapeutic singing a lot and playing shows, but I mean,
It's
yeah,
not easy.
no, and I just wonder if I might get to a point too where
You will.
I just want to walk
Because
away.
I think you will, because I had a lot of nurses I meet every now and then that have retired like me, and they say they've got it too. PSD, they got it too. Because they said, "Joe, don't worry, you're not the only one, we all have it."
Okay.
Because you can't keep it bottled up forever. You can push it down and push it down, but eventually it's gotta come out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I went to my uncle's funeral the other day. Ash knows I could only stay for the funeral. Like, they wanted me to go to the cemetery and all that stuff, and I went, "Fuck no." And they went, "What, are you okay?" I said, "No, I can't go to that." They go,
Yeah.
"Why?" I see too much shit. I said, "You guys don't get it.
Yeah.
I've been in 30 years. I says in healthcare, and 20 of it's been a porter." So I says, "Are you insane? You think what I've seen? You think I can go and watch this?"
More dead
I've already
bodies.
been through all this shit, and I'm going through it again. I says, "I know it's normal in life, but I says I want a break." I says, "I want a fucking break. I'm demanding a break." And I says,
You should.
and I says, and right away one of my cousins went, like you said, "Yeah, you should. You don't have to do this." I says, I've done enough. I'm coming here now. I'm doing enough, right? I says, I'm showing up to the funeral. I can handle that part. I can handle that part. But I says, if I gotta go to the actual grave site, I says, no fucking way. I says, because I says, people will be crying and getting more upset. That'll just trigger me. And I says, and I'll start seeing things that I walked away from. I said, so I can't be a part of that. Yeah. So it's tough.
It is tough. Yeah.
It's a tough racket.
All right, you morbid bastards. Okay.
Okay.
So, December 19th
Yes, that's a Friday night.
at the Brighton, right there across the street.
And January 31st, which is a Saturday night, again at the Brighton. Our band is Zafirios Georgila.
Yeah, I'll be at that one, the 31st. Because I don't think I'm gigging that night. So that'll come. And
We'll probably be at
we'll
both.
gorilla your band and you.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay, cool.
And
Yeah.
when are you playing at the NBI? Or the Admiral?
With the Saints, end of November.
And in
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What date?
I'll get the date for you.
Okay.
I think it's around the 28th, I think, November. I think 28th, folks.
You playing afternoon or evening?
Evening. It's an
Really?
evening.
That's a coveted slot.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna be fun.
I'll talk off camera about that place.
It's gonna be fun.
I like it. That's all
We're
I'm gonna
going.
say.
It's gonna be
That's all I'm
fun.
gonna say.
Okay,
There's
cool.
issues around that, but we won't get into that.
Okay.
Okay. Zap, everybody, check them out. 19th and 31st.
And December 19th, January 31st, links will be up on
Yes,
social media.
and somewhere in January, he'll be doing a podcast with the Twitch, and Ash will be
I'll be your MC.
your BMC.
Okay, we love you all.
Okay,
Bye.
love
Peace
you all.
out.
Take care.